Hey guys, and welcome to another episode. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to install a Hydra Shield on your cold air intake. Now, this is going to be very important and a very crucial part of your cold air intake, especially if the intake goes down into the wheel well. So when the cold air intake sucks in air down by the wheel well, it's very cold. So the air that's going to be picking up is going to be giving the engine potentially more power. However, something that you need to consider when installing a cold air intake is that it's going to be down by the ground, and if it rains, it might suck in water. It might have the potential to suck it in, and if it sucks in too much, you can hydrolock the engine. Now that's not good at all. Now this usually isn't something you need to consider if you have a stock intake or even a short ram intake. You only have to worry about this if the intake in the engine comes down and sucks up air right here in this area. So today I'm going to show you how to install a Hydra Shield, which is going to be preventing the intake from sucking in water. So we showed you before how to install a cold air intake on your car, and if you want to see it, I'll have a link for it in the description box. However, we just installed the intake on its own with the piping and the filter that went down there. Now, right now, the filter is bare and there's nothing really protecting it should it rain. So this right here is the Hydra Shield, and this is what we're going to be installing over top of the intake that we have on the car. So this is another intake cone that I have, and what essentially all we're doing is putting this over top of it, and it's going to protect it and make sure that only air can go through this screen and water doesn't. So if we move underneath the bumper, we can see that we have our intake right there. Now right now it doesn't have a screen or anything on it, and it could potentially suck in water. Because it's so low and it's right by the wheel well, along with this little cut right there, it has a potential to suck in water. So we're going to be installing the Hydra Shield over top of it. So it's very simple. Just grab a filter, slide it over top of the intake, and just slide it up until this little stretchy part right here is over at the top of the intake. Now this is a lot easier when you have the intake off the car when you're installing a brand new one on. However, even if you have a cold air intake on the car like this, like we have here, you can just go ahead and pull this up and slide the cover over top of the filter. So now that we have this Hydra Shield on top of the intake, we're going to be able to drive through rain without a problem. Now this is supposed to be water repellent. Now it's not completely water resistant. You can't exactly go off-roading with this filter on the car and submerge the intake and still be able to get it to work. All that it's supposed to do is supposed to repel water. So say if it's raining, it's misting, it's, whatever, it'll repel it and you're not going to be having any problems with your engine. You won't have the potential of ruining it. You can install this cover on any kind of intake that has a cold air intake that's like this. Now it doesn't exactly have to be an Injen intake, just like what the Hydra Shield is. However, if you have an Injen filter, you can put it on there. If you have an AEM, a Takeda, an eBay one, it doesn't matter. It's all going to do the same thing. If you guys are interested in picking up one of these covers for your intake, I'll have a link for one of them in the description box, and you guys can be able to install one on your car in a matter of seconds. Like this install took us, minutes, and it's very easy, and it's a very good way to protect your car if you have a cold air intake. If you guys have any questions regarding the video, throw them down in the comment section below, and I'd be happy to help. Again, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. If you guys want to see a better idea as to what the Hydra Shield looks like, on the filter, this is what it is. So the sock part here goes on top of the filter and it covers the entire thing and prevents it from sucking in water.